Hey everyone, talking about your feelings is a huge part of connecting with people. But in English, sometimes a few tricky little words can get in the way. So in this explainer, we're going to master 10 expressions that'll help you share exactly how you feel with a lot more confidence. You're going to sound so much more natural. So have you ever stopped and really thought about this one? Is a movie boring, or are you boring for not liking it? Huh. Getting this right is a perfect example of those small details that can really level up your English. We'll get to the bottom of this exact question, and we'll cover 9 other essential expressions along the way. All right, first up, let's talk about fear. We've got these 3 words, afraid, scared, and scary. And, they get mixed up all the time, but they each have their own job to do. Let's break down how to use each one perfectly. Okay, here is a simple but super powerful rule to remember. Words like scary often describe the thing that causes the feeling, but words like scared describe how you actually feel inside. So a scary movie makes you feel scared. See? Simple, right? Let's see how it works in some real sentences. So we often use afraid of for those more general, long-term fears. Think of it like a personality trait or a fact about you. For example, I'm afraid of flying. This doesn't mean I'm on a plane right now freaking out. It's just a fear I have in my life. Now, scared is different. It's all about a feeling you have right now, usually a sudden reaction to something. It's way more immediate. So imagine you see your friend's face just drop. You'd ask, "You look scared. What happened?" And finally, scary describes the thing that causes the fear. You would never say, "I am scary," unless, you're trying to be a monster for Halloween. You use it to talk about the movie, the spider, or a weird noise. So after a horror film, you'd say, "Yeah, it was so scary." Okay, let's move on to some of those common everyday feelings. These are words you are going to hear and use constantly, whether you're talking about a tough day at work or sharing some big life plans. Disappointed. That's that sad feeling you get when things just don't turn out the way you hoped. Like when you don't get a job you wanted or your plans get canceled. It's a really good word for showing you understand how someone feels. For example, "Oh no, you must be disappointed." To be serious about something just means you are not joking. You mean it, 100%. This word comes up a lot when we're talking about important decisions. So you might ask a friend, "Are you serious about moving abroad?" Lonely is that specific kind of sadness that comes from feeling alone or disconnected from people. It's more than just being by yourself. It's a deep feeling. If a friend asks if you're doing okay, you might say something like, "Yeah, just feeling a little lonely." And what about worried? Well, that's the feeling you get when your mind is just spinning, thinking about problems or things that could go wrong. You can often see it on someone's face, which might make you ask, "You seem worried. What's wrong?" And look at that. We're back to our first question. So a long, slow meeting is boring. And because the meeting is boring, you feel bored. It's the feeling you get when you just have zero interest in what's happening. So you'd complain, "I'm so bored. There's nothing to do here." Okay, enough with all the worries and bad feelings. Let's completely shift gears and talk about some positive expressions. English has a couple of great ways to talk about having a good time, and you guessed it, there's a small but important difference between them. So here's another key distinction for you. We use be fun to describe the quality of a thing, like a game, a movie, or a party. But we use have fun to talk about your experience, the action of you enjoying yourself. So be fun is a description, right? It's an adjective for a thing. You're saying something has the quality of fun. So while you're playing an awesome board game, you might shout, "This game is fun. Let's play again." But on the other hand, have fun is all about your experience. It's what you did. You were an active part of it, and you enjoyed it. So when someone asks how your trip was, you'd say, "Great, we had fun at the beach." So there you have it, 10 really essential expressions to help you talk about your feelings more accurately and way more naturally. The most important thing now is to take them from here and start using them in your own conversations. Let's do a super quick recap. We hit the fear trio, afraid, scared, and scary. We talked about all those everyday feelings like being disappointed, serious, lonely, worried, or bored. And we wrapped up with the difference between something that is fun versus when you have fun. That is a seriously powerful new toolkit for your English conversations. So I'll leave you with this question. Just think about your day ahead. Think about the people you're going to talk to. Which one of these words are you going to try to use today? Just pick one, give it a try, and really make it your own.